Okay, Arnie. Your parents tell me you've been smoking cigarettes, been chewing tobacco. They say they go into your room, they found Mountain Dew bottles, stuffed, half filled up with cigarette filters, spent out cigarette filters, and your saliva infused with the dark, rich coloration of skull tobacco. And your dad tells me he thinks it's actually Copenhagen fine cut. You and I had an agreement. You said you would not be involved with this anymore. You said you thought you could process your life based on some of the tools I gave you. But here, what I find out is that you've been just backstabbing me. I'm making $90 an hour for you to come in here and sit in that chair. I don't understand how you could backstab me like that. If your parents find out that we're not making any headway, if we're not covering any ground, they're gonna pull you out. They're gonna take. You are a client of mine. You know, I work for you, but you pay me. You pay my bills. How I put food on my table, how I put clothes on my children's back, how I put a roof over their head and buy iPads, how I pay my cell phone bill. This is how our relationship determines my worth. And, you know, I'm not allowed to tell anybody anything that goes on in here. Whatever you say, unless you say you're going to murder somebody, I don't have a problem with anything you say. Even if you say you're going to murder somebody, I don't give a shit. But unless you say you're going to murder somebody, I don't even have to tell a soul. You're not your mom, your dad, nobody. This is your space. This is your personal space. I don't think you understand. This is your time. You unburden, you know, but if you don't value this, if you don't value what we have, this yin yang, this relationship, you are the boss, you the boss. I'm the worker, but I need the money. I need, you know, I gotta get mine. I gotta get the paycheck. I get the money, you get the work. That's the relationship. You're the boss, I'm the employee. But if you don't, you know, if you can't write the checks, you don't get the work. And I know your daddy writes the checks, but you're the one who's in control of that as well. So what I'm trying to figure out is why, you know, they sprung it on me. Why I don't have any heads up that when your mom walks into your room, she sees a poster in your closet hanging up on clothespins from your coat rack, from the pipe going across your closet where you're supposed to put your hangers. Your mom finds a drawstring for a bare bulb in the ceiling, a bare bulb for extreme light, harsh light, and it's a sputum-covered poster of Farrah Fawcett in her one-piece bikini. And I'm not understanding how we got to that point. And she says there's all kinds of shit. There's a gravity bong. Do you understand? If your parents walk into your room and find a gravity bong in your closet next to a picture of a sputum-covered Farrah Fawcett poster, that I'm not going to get my checks, my $90 per week check. I don't have that many customers. If I lose one or two 90 a weeks, guess what? Daddy can't pay for the iPhones. Daddy can't pay for the iPads. Daddy can't pay for the Netflix and all the other horse shit that goes on. So here's what I'm going to recommend, okay? Maybe you should understand this concept. When you huck out your Marlboro Red cigarette butts, your filters, your Marlboro Red, smoke down almost to the filter, the charred filters, you throw them out into the lawn in the winter, When the snow's covering, the snow's absorbing. Maybe you better understand come spring, they will be there. Do you understand that concept? Also, my friend, the front window's got the cigarette butts of the Marlboro Reds. The back window, off the back of the house, that's got, out in the back lawn, that's got shit-stained underwear. And I'm not even guessing at what that means. You have 2 dogs that live back there. Hopefully the dog would show up a couple pairs. What's going on? There's 12, 13, 14 pairs of shit-stained underwear in the back fucking yard? And I'm supposed to be making some money off this? No one's paying nobody. If you got 12, 13, 14 pairs of fucking shit-stained underwear in your backyard, when your dad looks out, he's taking a shit, he's taking a piss, he's doing whatever he's doing in his bathroom. He happens to look out. It's a beautiful spring day. He's saying the blue jays are flying, the buds are blooming. You know, I don't know what, the dogwood or whatever comes out in the spring, okay? And he looks out there and he sees 14 pairs of shit-stained underwear in his backyard. Maybe he's not going to be so willing to cut me my checks. Maybe you better get on with the program. Maybe you better come to understand that me and you are having a symbiotic relationship here. And if you do really, really poor, I am doing really, really poor. If I do good, hopefully you do good. I don't know. But I do know this. If you're doing this shitty, you're doing this crappy, no one's paying me my money. So son, Arnie, help me to help you. Arnie, help me to help you. Okay? We got to correct some of this. Some of this, you know, we can whitewash a little. We can, you know, but at some point, something's got to give. And, you know, your daddy and mommy, they got to think that they're getting something for their money. So, I mean, you know, the masturbation, I mean, maybe you up it, maybe you lower it, I don't know. You know, keep going with the masturbation. I don't know what to tell you. The chewing tobacco and the cigarettes, I'm going to tell you, knock it down. Lower the frequency. The shit-stained underwear, this is going to have to hold over to next week. You are out of time. Your 52 minutes are up. And let's pick it up at the shit-stained underwear. Okay, my friend? But, you know, let's remember, me and you, we're in this together.